Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. I have had, honestly, I don't even know how many messages I've had on Instagram asking me how to do like my daily natural, well, it's not daily, I hardly wear makeup, like my natural go-to face, which I've done a couple of times on my stories. I haven't done it in a while over on here on YouTube. Obviously stories disappear, but this is here forever. So this is my go-to makeup. I've also done my little brown wing, which everyone was asking how I did that. It's really easy, that's at the end of the video. So stay tuned if you'd like to see how I got this look. It honestly takes me not even 5 minutes to do when I'm not talking myself through it. Like, it's taken me 24 minutes to film this, and that's me just chatting. So keep watching if you want to see this. Okay, I've got you set up like leaning on my window, so I'm going to be using a handheld mirror and also looking in the screen on my camera. When I do like a quick makeup face, whatever, like my standard natural, someone says we're going out for lunch, I'll put this on, or I won't. I hardly wear makeup. If I'm putting makeup on, this is what I'll do. I don't often prime, which I know not to prime is a crime, but I don't know, I feel like it doesn't really make that much of a difference. So I'm gonna go straight in with some foundation. Again, I use a whole, well, not again, I haven't even told you. I don't always use the same foundation. I use a whole lot of different ones. I feel like it's not so much the foundation you use that makes like the skin look the best. I feel like it's like the way you put it on, and then the concealing is the main part for me. So it's like, I can basically use any foundation, but it's the concealer that is the main part. So today I'm going to use this Hourglass stick foundation. I don't even know what it's called. Oh, here we go. Vanish Warm Beige. I'm not sure. Anyway, it just looks like this. It's like a wind up one. And I just put a bit on. I don't actually put that much foundation. Well, when you put it on, you can see my pores hard out. But don't worry, we're gonna buff it in. Obviously it's darker than my face because my body is a lot more tan, so it's all gonna match in. Just trust the process. If it's a liquidy foundation, it'll be a smash palette, won't it? If it's a liquidy foundation, I will use a beauty blender, but, oh, there's stuff falling out of this palette, isn't there? It's probably smashed. I'll use a liquid I'll use a beauty blender for a liquid, but this is more of like a, I don't know what you'd call that, a cream. Got a little pimple here. But basically, I won't worry too much about under my eyes because that's where I'm going to conceal. But foundation is kind of just like a thin base for me, and then it just makes my face all one colour, because obviously I've got some redness on my cheeks and stuff. So my foundation is just, don't worry, I'm going to blend it down my neck soon. It's just like just a base. That's what it is, isn't it? Little base. So I'm just going to blend this all over. I still want to be able to see my skin through it, so am I even in focus? Don't worry about my neck because I will blend it. I still want to be able to see my freckles and everything through it. Remember the days where we'd just cake it on? Makeup's changed so much since then. Like, I remember we'd literally just we'd wear that double wear all the time. And I feel like there's a time and a place still for double wear, but it's not everyday makeup. I put less on my forehead. You're gonna have to ignore my eyebrows because they're scabbing. I had them tattooed last week. Yeah, I don't put as much on my forehead. Like, as you can see, you can still, why am I out of focus? You can still see my freckles and stuff on my head. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this bronzer brush, which I don't use for bronzer, I use it for foundation, like if I'm whacking on a real quick face. So I'm just gonna take a little bit, if it's other foundation, I just like squeeze it onto the brush. And then that means I can just easily buff it down my neck. Way better. And just check that there's no line. And then I just like to take it over my face just to make sure it is all blended in, or you can do that with a beauty blender as well. Just like pat it over your face. I don't know why I'm telling you what to do. I'm showing you what I do. This is what I do. Cool, so foundation is done. Now, since this is just my really quick, easy makeup, like if I was going out to an event or something, I would do like a more full face and do like beauty blender, bake my concealer and everything, but this is just a quick one. So I'm going to be using my Holy Grail Tarte Tape Shape Concealer, which is what I use no matter what makeup look I'm doing. I just do it differently. So today I'm not going to put too much on. My Tarte Tape Shape Concealer is just something I cannot live without. I've tried other ones and nothing compares. So I'm just going to take it. This is in the shade Light. And just don't get a fright because it is a lot lighter than the rest of my face. But like I said, guys, trust the process. It all comes together. And I'm just going to take that same little brush that I used and buff it out in like a triangle shape. And I'll just show you how I do it because it's way easier than explaining. Like I said, if I was doing like a full face, I'd use a beauty blender to buff this out, and then obviously I take it like on my eyelid because I haven't got anything on there yet. And I just really lightly buff it in. See how that just makes such a difference? Like, my favourite step, actually, highlighting is. And I just put a little bit on my nose, what's left, and a tiny bit on my chin. Now I just need to set my concealer. See, even just doing my concealer, it makes my face look so much whiter, even when that foundation that I put on was so dark. Like, it all comes together, you literally just need to trust it. Then I'm going to take this XO Beauty brush. It is the Vegan Shimmer Tulip brush with my Cover FX powder. This is one of the best powders I've used to bake. Obviously today, like, I don't want a massive big ordeal of like makeup, so I just whack some into the lid, and then instead of baking, I just do like I pat it on under my eyes where I just put the foundation, concealer, and then I just dust it off, and that's just gonna set it. So I don't actually want to bake it and leave it on there. I just pat it so it like sets it all, and then you can like really lightly dust it off. If you go in and start dragging straight away, it's just gonna move it all everywhere. So that's what I do with that. Make sure that's all set. I'm probably not even focus this whole video. Hopefully you get the idea. And then I just take a little bit of powder. Normally I just use whatever's left in here, and I just really lightly dab it on my cheeks where I'm gonna contour and bronze. This is with my bronzing brush. There's no bronzer on here. I just took the powder and I just lightly dusted it so that when I go to bronze and contour, it's not straight onto like my wet foundation. But I don't like setting my whole face in powder. So all I've done is I've set under my eyes with the Cover FX. I've done a tiny bit just where I'm gonna contour. And then the rest of my face kind of gets set with the powders I use. So like the bronzer, the highlighter, the contour just gets set, and then I leave it. Another absolute go-to of mine, Hoola by Benefit. And then I just take that on this NARS flat, I don't even know what kind of brush you'd call that. And I literally just get the tiniest bit and I keep it back here and I just wiggle it. So I don't want to bring it further down than like the length of the brush. And then that's all going to blend in when I do my bronzing. But that's the difference. And I just do the same on this side. I'm trying to use this absolute tiny mirror, like what a joke. See how I just wiggle it back and forth? And then I take whatever's left on the brush and just go either side of my nose and under my nose to bring colour like back in. Cool, now it's time to bronze. Now the bronzer that I've been using for a while is the Give Me Sun by MAC. It's a mineralized skin finish. It looks like this. It's quite orangey, but if you use it like sparingly, it's gonna work out. So I literally just dust it really lightly under my cheekbones. And I take this across my forehead. Wonder if I can get like a real close-up of my skin. This sort of area around where my eyebrows is quite dry from just not being able to put like anything on there and like exfoliate and everything, just because they've been freshly tattooed. So they're a bit dry from like the scabbing and stuff, but I still, like when I do my makeup, I still want to be able to see all of my freckles. So yeah, I've just used circular motions just under my cheekbones, and then I take a little bit along my jaw and blend it down my neck. So that's what I'm looking like at the moment. Now I'm going to, oh, is that blended? Now it's time for blush. I actually never used to wear blush. I thought because my cheeks are red, I just don't need it, but then obviously I'm covering it with makeup, and I feel like blush has just really added like another level to my makeup. So I take this one by Milani. This is one that Jazz got me onto. It's a really pretty corally pink, but it's really like, it's got that nice sheen to it. I don't know if you can tell. And the other one I was using wasn't very like, it wasn't very highlighty and it wasn't very shiny. It was like quite matte and it just looked all wrong. So I'm just gonna smile, and then I'm just gonna blend it from the apples of my cheeks up onto my cheekbones. I feel like it just makes such a difference, but I don't take much. I just take the tiniest amount and blend it up. We're nearly done. We've got highlighting, and then I'm going to show you how I do my little brown wing, and that's it for when I do my like natural makeup. And then obviously like I'll line my lips and put like a like lipstick or lip gloss on, but I kind of don't need it most of the time. This highlight was one of the first I ever got in my whole life. This is the MAC Lightscapade. It's actually a mineralized skin finish as well, but I've had it forever. It probably needs to be thrown out actually. Like, it's obviously so old. Oh well. Here I go, still using it. Can't waste anything, guys. Does anyone actually throw their makeup out when they're meant to? I swear no one does. So this is like a real low-key highlight, but this is why I like to put it on first. So I will put it all the way along my cheekbone. See how it just makes like a real, like it's not a bang in your face, but it's one that you can just wear to be real low-key. I put it all the way along. I bring it in, like pretty much under my eyes. It is a skin finish, so you can probably do that. I take it all the way down my nose. I dust it over my cupid's bow, on my chin. I take a little bit on my forehead. And this is just gonna give you like an overall glow. But you do need to build it up, because if you put it on like quite a bit on straight away, it can make it look quite white, which is what you don't want. You just want that shine. So then I'm gonna take it just on my lids, under my brow. Obviously I do my brows as well, but because they've just been tattooed, I don't need to. And then after my Lightscapade, I usually go in with another highlight that's a bit more like in your face, poppin', you know. This one is the Smashbox Vlada one, and it's just like a pinky rose gold sort of situation, because I found I was using ones that were too gold and they were actually making like my cheekbones look like they were bronze, and it was all wrong. So I've kind of gone back to using this one because it's quite a light one, and this one I won't take it all the way. I'll just dust it on the highest points, so right here. So I basically look where the light hits, it's there, and I just do like a little something something, you know. And then obviously on my nose, on my cupid's bow. and that's it. Okay, now for the last step, I'm going to show you how I do my little brown wing. It's actually really easy. I've been doing this for a while now. But yeah, I literally just use, where is it? I literally just use a dark brown. This is the one that I normally use, but you could use any dark brown. This is from the palette Norvina by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this is the shade Volatile, but like I said, any dark brown. So I use my eyebrow brush. I literally just dip it in really lightly. Like I go straight on and I just tap it in a couple of times. And then all I'm gonna do, I bet I'll fuck it up because it's on camera. All I do is I just go from the bottom corner and I like stamp it on. Stamp it and kind of flick it up. And then I just connect it to about halfway along my eye. And then I just sort of correct it as I need it to. And that's it. And then I just do the same on the other side. And if you screw it up, you can, like it's really easy to just like buff it off, if you know what I mean, because it is just a brown shadow. But yeah, that's literally it. It's so easy. And then depending on the shape that you want, like for your wing, you can make it bigger, you can make it smaller, you can make it like, I don't know, like flick up more, go out more. But yeah, with my lashes, you can't actually really see it that much. Like when I had a break from my lashes and I was doing this little wing, you could hard out see it and it looked real cute. But with my lashes, you can't really see it that much, but if you don't have lashes, you'll really be able to see it. But I just love it. I feel like it adds like a tiny little cat eye. And if you, so I'm trying to figure out my lashes. If you don't want it to be that obvious, you can do like the tiniest little one and it just like lifts your eyes up a wee bit. But yeah, that is my makeup done. That's how easy it is. Sometimes I'll go in and put some mascara on my bottom lashes, but I don't often do that. I don't know why. I just keep it easy, keep it quick, you know the drill. So yeah, this is my makeup. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something today. I hope you enjoyed it. From one non-makeup artist to another. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you in my next video. Bye.